Hi, this is Dr. Roy Kim. I'm very excited to talk to you about Motiva Breast Implants. So normally I don't get this excited about a new plastic surgery device, but this is truly a revolutionary breast implant. So we'll get into it. Motiva Breast Implants represent sort of the 6th generation of breast implants since breast implants have been around. They are FDA approved, they're silicone-filled breast implant devices. They're meant for breast reconstruction as well as aesthetic breast surgery. Motiva implants differ from other companies because they have the latest in smooth shell technology. So without getting too much into the weeds, they're about 4 microns, which means that they have a slightly soft velvety texture, but they are technically smooth shell implants. So what this means is that it has a very low capsular contracture rate. Another cool thing about Motiva breast implants is that the silicone gel is filled to the actual envelope. This is important because that means that you don't really feel any rippling, wrinkling of the edges of the silicone outer edge shell. This is important for not only feel, but also the way that the implants move and react. Motiva implants are a little more compressible than other companies because of the way that they seal up the actual filler material inside the envelope. So typically there's a patch that's applied to breast implants. Motiva implants really don't have that patch, so they're more compressible. They're more squeezable, if you will. Another cool feature of Motiva breast implants is that since they're more compressible, I can actually place Motiva breast implants through a slightly smaller incision compared to other breast implant companies. So that I think is really something that is evolutionary, maybe not revolutionary, but it is very nice for patients. Another very cool technology is that they sort of have this BlueSeal Technology is what they call it. So in other words, if you actually look at the implant in the operating room, you can see if the silicone and the implant is intact because it has a blue color. With other types of breast implants, if you squeeze it too much, I do think that there may be some fracturing of the shell or fracturing of the silicone inside, but you can't tell because it's colorless, sort of clear material. With Motiva breast implants, you can actually tell if the filler material and or the envelope is intact. So that's very cool technology. It increases patient safety, and as a plastic surgeon, it's always great to know that, hey, no one else has handled it or mishandled it, and I'm putting in really good stuff. It's direct from the factory. It's not actually deficient in any way, and I can visually confirm that. So how do Motiva breast implants differ for you as a patient? I think the biggest thing is the sizing. So typically for most regular implants, I do recommend that patients choose a size that's a little bigger than what looks good in the office. I have my patients try an incisor, and typically I will recommend something that's 25-50 cc's, a little larger than what looks good in the mirror and what the patient enjoys because of compression underneath the muscle or even compression underneath breast tissue. Motiva breast implants tend to run true. So in other words, if you like a certain volume, I would probably stick with that certain volume. I probably would not recommend going up that much further in terms of volume. I have switched over to more subfascial placement, and for Motiva breast implants, I definitely strongly recommend that my patients usually go under the fascia. So with breast implants, oftentimes we'll place it under the muscle. With newer technologies, newer understanding of anatomy, and especially with Motiva breast implants, if I make a pocket technically above the muscle but under the muscle fascia, that allows a very good look and still stability and long-term comfort for the patients. The nice added advantage is that for patients there's less pain after surgery. After surgery with Motiva breast implants, you may feel that your look is a little too artificially high. So this is different from the typical look of regular breast implants where it may look full, but it doesn't necessarily look too high, like too high close to the collarbone. With Motiva breast implants, it'll be slightly higher and probably a little less full looking. As a patient, you have to be patient, in other words, pun intended, because as the swelling goes down and also as the breasts settle a little, they will look a lot more natural. But that is a little tweak from Motiva breast implants versus other brand names and companies. I think one of the most important things as a patient is that Motiva breast implants have a proven lower capsular contracture rate compared to other implants. Specifically, they've published studies which have shown that their capsular contracture, cap-con rate, is 1% or even less. So that is amazing. That is a very low rate, lower than existing technology. So how are Motiva breast implants actually the same or similar to existing ones? Well, first of all, they are FDA approved. So the FDA has approved them after a pretty large study. Motiva breast implants do come in round shape as well as anatomic or teardrop shape, which is fantastic for patients as it gives you a choice. Motiva breast implants and the company Establishment Labs have set up a very good warranty. So they are lifetime warranties with some caveats. So of course, they actually have a website and a web page describing it. Another similar thing that Motiva Breast Implants has behind it is a very big company, Establishment Labs. So they have actually been publicly traded on NASDAQ, and there is a lot of capital as well as sort of a long-term history of the company to really support that warranty. And finally, even though Motiva is new to the US, they've been used in 3 million plus uses in pretty much every continent in the world. We're including Europe, Asia, South America, Africa, the Middle East, and they're finally in the United States. So I hope this information is useful for you, and this is why I'm very excited about the Motiva Breast Implant technology. And this is why I think it's really a revolutionary breast implant. There aren't that many revolutionary things that occur in plastic surgery, and I do think that this is one of them. If you have questions about Motiva breast implants or just breast implants in general, feel free to leave a comment, ask me a question. If you have any future ideas about any videos, please let me know. As always, you can set up a consultation with me. You can always look at the information in the caption or in my bio. If you like this video, there are a couple other videos on my channel, like here. Thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.